We are anticipating what we will be sharing with you today about our monthly newsletter, what a daily relationship with Jesus can do in your life, as well as an interview with Michelle Solheiro, one of the producers of Agents of Hope. We hope you will be excited and inspired for what's in store after you hear these points. Finally, we want to share a testimony with you of someone who has been blessed by this ministry. You will hear all these things on this episode of Agents of Hope. And as our constant prayer, we hope you will be blessed by it. Welcome to Agents of Hope, where we inspire hope in what God can do through everyday people despite a broken world.
We wanted to share with you about our monthly newsletter that launched on June 15th. You can sign up on our website, agentsofhope.ca. You can email us at agentsofhope@hopetv.ca or call us at 905-436-2374 or toll free 1-855-446-7388. That's 1-855-4-HOPE-TV. And you do that to be added to our mailing list via email or a mailed paper copy, whatever you prefer.
Please have your preferred method and information handy, and we will be sure to send you the next newsletter. We'll be featuring news and updates as we embark on this journey together as Agents of Hope.
We'll also share highlights from some of our episodes with many more ideas and additions to come. So please sign up for this great resource, our monthly newsletter.
First of all, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being with us on this journey so far and for making Hope Channel Canada possible. If you are not an Agent of Hope yet, I want to share how you can become one. There are many ways that someone can be a part of this movement to reach our neighbors in Canada. Firstly, we appreciate your prayers for this ministry and for those who have been impacted and will continue to be impacted as Hope Channel Canada continues to provide valuable resources. We would love to pray for you as we partner on this journey. Also, we appreciate your time and your precious minutes. If you are able to volunteer, please see agentsofhope.ca for more information on how to do so. And lastly, if you are able to give a monetary donation to assist with production costs and reaching others through Hope Channel Canada, please donate online by visiting agentsofhope.ca, where you can easily pay via debit, credit, or PayPal, also via check, payable to Seventh-day Adventist Church in Canada at the following address: Hope Channel Canada, 1148 King Street East, Oshawa, Ontario, L1H1H8, or via phone. Please call 905-436-2374 or toll free at 1-855-446-7388. That's 1-855-4-HOPE-TV. I want to personally thank you for your donation. We couldn't do this great work without you, and we want to thank you for your sacrificial contribution to impact your neighbors through this program. We want to encourage you with our weekly message that comes through via email or on social media from an Agent of Hope. This week's message comes from Lorena Brody from Leduc County, Alberta, on why she is choosing to support Agents of Hope and Hope Channel Canada. I would support Hope Channel Canada due to the encouraging messages, great content, and just seeing what other parts of the country are doing to spread the love of Jesus. Thank you, Lorena. We would love to hear from you too. Please share your testimony with us via email at agentsofhope@hopetv.ca or on social media so that others can know how to become an agent of hope and the impact that they too can share with their family, friends, and their neighbors. Today we have Michelle Solheiro, one of the producers of Agents of Hope, joining us from Edmonton, Alberta. Michelle is a wife to Felipe and a mom to Talitha and Benjamin, and will be sharing her story with us today. So I'm excited to introduce her. Michelle, welcome to the show, and it's great for everyone to put a face to the name. Please share with us a bit of your story and your background and how the opportunity to work as one of the producers for Agents of Hope came about.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. It certainly is a pleasure to be able to share a little bit. So I guess to backtrack just slightly, I actually grew up with a faith and a family that took me to church every week. So I'm very grateful for that. I was baptized as an early teen. I kind of always was around the church environment. But honestly, I would say that my coming to Jesus moment and that pivotal point in my journey was when I was around 18 years old. And it kind of coincided with doing about 2 years of my undergrad, meeting my husband, Felipe, and it all kind of came together in that point where I just had a full ownership of my walk with God, and I just wanted to live out a life fully sold out to serving Him in whatever capacity that looked like. And so originally, because my desire has always been to help people, I was enrolled in a program that would get me into med school, and that was kind of the plan. And I remember it was an afternoon, Felipe and I were going for a walk around my parents' subdivision where I had grown up. And I just had a teary conversation with him about the values, the vision, the plans we had for life, and wanting to be a mother, wanting to make a difference in my community, to serve, to have flexibility, to say yes to causes that were important on my heart. And I just had this tugging feeling that medicine was not going to be the path for me to create that. I actually grew up with a stay-at-home mom, and so it was important for me to be present with my kids and to be able to create something that would allow that. And so I kind of switched into the nursing program just to do something. And so the past roughly 10 years, I've worked in a variety of nursing capacities. I also kind of simultaneously worked in different ministry opportunities, such as youth ministry and campus ministry and children's ministry, as well as writing. I got a chance to do some devotionals and some writing pieces for the Collegiate Quarterly when that was around. And that was always a dream of mine, but I kind of put it on the back burner, as we were a young married couple, had a lot of things to work out. And it was probably around the time where we started our family and we started talking about homeschooling our kids and the life we wanted to create for them. So that would have been almost 4 years ago when we had Talitha, and when we started talking about these things and just kind of re-engaging the conversation. We had our son Benjamin in December of 2022. And, when I was kind of wrapping up my mat leave, it was last summer, I remember just thinking in my heart, there just has to be a way where I can, contribute to my family, as well as being able to be there for our kids and to think about our education for our children and how we're going to create that life for them. And it just turned out that, I started searching and just thinking of how I can make that happen. And I remembered my desire, my passion to write and to have ministry as a part of my life. And so I actually searched for the contact information of the editor of the Messenger Canada. And that's something that I had found, and I did not expect to reply at all. It was kind of like a shot in the dark as an opportunity to freelance a little bit. And I actually received an email back from Evaldo, who is the editor, and he asked for a couple of my pieces, and we kind of went back and forth over email, and I was able to start working as a freelancer with them, which I'm really grateful for. And it's interesting because when our family was in Brazil in December, I had turned 30, Benjamin had turned 1, and I was just envisioning what this next decade would look like, what this next year had ahead. And I will share that God has provided so faithfully in my life. He has opened doors, He has closed doors, He has certainly been my strength for everything, and has given me the capacity to do what I need to do. And so when I was praying over this next year, and when I was thinking of having to go back to work in January, and just how I'm going to juggle family life and preparing for homeschooling our daughter when she turns 5, and all these kind of things, I just knew in my heart that there had to be something. Like, God had a way. He was going to open a door somewhere. I didn't know what it looked like. I picked a word for the year, and it was actually to believe. And I knew that something was going to happen. And so we come back home from Brazil. It's January 2nd. I'm kind of going back to my routine. And Evaldo, he actually we actually haven't met at this point. We had conversations over email. He's out in Ontario. I'm here in Edmonton, Alberta. And so we had kind of some back and forth, and he had mentioned he wanted to talk to me about something. And I honestly thought he was going to just maybe offer me another column or a writing piece for the Messenger. And so when he had called me on, I believe it was January 15th, when he had called me, and he's, painting this vision about Hope Channel Canada and this TV show, Agents of Hope, and producing it. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, this is nice, but I don't actually really watch television. I don't really know a lot about it. I don't know why you're telling me this. And at some point in the conversation, he actually said, you probably don't know why I'm telling this to you. And in a roundabout way, he kind of offered me the opportunity to be one of the producers for this show. And we've had some conversations back and forth after that. But I literally got off the phone and I started bawling my eyes out. I called my husband and I just shared that I feel like God is opening a door here that I didn't even dream was possible, to work, with ministry and writing in that capacity, and to have that flexibility for our family life. And so that's kind of how the opportunity came about.
Wow, Michelle, it's so inspiring to see how you allowed God to really lead and direct your life, and has placed you now here for such a time as this. What are you hopeful for with Agents of Hope and Hope Channel Canada? And why did you choose to take on the role?
That's a great question. Because my desire has always been to serve God wherever I am placed. And to work, I've always had a desire to help people and to work in some sort of ministry capacity, to hopefully use my skills as a writer. That was one of the main reasons why I chose to take it on. And also because, I'm here in Canada. I grew up here. I've had the privilege to live in this country, to be born here, to have parents who worked really hard, immigrated from overseas, and to set up a life. And I just feel so strongly for Canadians. It was even back when I was considering, how can I serve? When I was 18, I was even thinking maybe I should be a missionary. But it always came back to me that there's so much to do here in Canada with the people here. There's beautiful people here who have so many beautiful dreams and desires. And it's my desire as we work, together as Agents of Hope, is airing and sharing content, that it is content that is relevant to Canadians, that it can be a blessing to their lives, and that it can bring them hope that, whatever their situation is, wherever they are in this big, beautiful country, that they can receive hope and light from this program, and that we can create healthy, happy families and individuals who are a beacon of hope to their communities as well.
Wow, powerful, so true. What is your encouragement for young people and families who are looking to pursue God's call on their lives?
Well, I would definitely say, not just for anybody, God has a beautiful plan for your life. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. And as I share that I've seen God open and close doors in my life, and as I've seen Him work in my life, I believe that God is doing a beautiful work in everyone's life. Sometimes we don't see it. Sometimes we don't see things unless, we look at it in retrospect. However, I have this great desire to be a part of a movement that is creating healthy and happy families and individuals and people who have that vertical alignment with Jesus, that they have that hope in their heart, that they become a beacon of light, that they have this joy that's so they just want, people have to ask them, what is up with you? Like, why do you have so much peace? Why do you have so much joy in your life? The world is messed up. There's a lot going on, but why can you wake up in the morning with a smile on your face, go about your day, your responsibilities, take care of your kids, take care of your families, whatever you do on a daily basis, and you have this peace and this joy? Why is that? Where can I get that? Because ultimately, I think there is an enemy who wants to destroy individuals. He wants to destroy marriages. He wants to destroy families. We see that in Canada. We have a very high divorce rate here. And, a high rate of just families not being together, not having father power, not having unity in their families. And I truly believe that when we have that vertical alignment with Jesus and we have that, unity with him, we can also spread that out to having horizontal alignment in our community and having unity in our communities and our relationships. And I truly believe that, that is something that, Hope Channel Canada, that Agents of Hope is wanting to assist in, is helping people to have that wholeness in their walk with God, in their relationship with Jesus, so that it can spill out into their community, so that you can be a beacon of hope in your community, that you can be an agent of hope, that people will start to ask you, like, what's different about you, like I said, and that you can make a difference wherever you are. Anybody can be used by God. Anybody can have this joy, and we all have that God-shaped hole in our hearts. And I truly hope and pray for you that you find that peace and that joy with Jesus, and that it spills out into the people around you, so that you can have that peace in the life that we live in.
Thanks, Michelle. Thank you. That is our hope for our viewers as well here at Hope Channel Canada. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the viewers today?
Yeah, I truly believe that wherever you are, wherever you've been placed, maybe you don't know the reason, but choose today to give it your best. Choose today to be the best, whatever maybe calling you have, career, if you're a parent, if you're a student, whatever you're doing, if you're a retired individual in your community, choose to do, to give 100% every day, to do your very best. And I encourage you to please become an agent of hope, to be someone who is a beacon in your community. We all have been blessed with a circle of influence and relationships in our lives. And it is my prayer that you choose to take up that torch and that mantle, to be a light to those around you, to be a blessing to those around you, and to truly let others know, once you have that relationship with Jesus, to let others know what it looks like to have this peace and this joy. Because remember, together we can let Canada know that there is more to life.
Wow, powerful. What a powerful testimony. Thank you so much for sharing, Michelle, and for your continued support as an agent of hope. Next, we are going to be featuring some thoughts from Pastor Michelle Irving, who oversees Prince Albert Seventh-day Adventist Church in Saskatchewan, on how he has been impacted by Agents of Hope and Hope Channel Canada thus far. Pastor Irving, what were some of your initial thoughts on hearing about the launch of Hope Channel Canada?
Well, I thought about two things. I thought about when I heard about Hope Channel Canada. One, I thought about the broader reach of the gospel, offering hope to someone who may not necessarily entertain a visit from someone from whichever Christian denomination they're from, but they're able to watch, they're able to listen to various programs, and they're able to make a decision for Jesus. Secondly, I thought about members of the church using their talents and their gifts, being given the opportunity to minister to different individuals right across the globe, and I consider that to be awesome. So those are the two things that I thought about initially when I heard about Hope Channel Canada.
Wow, Fantastic. And why are you choosing to support Agents of Hope with your prayers, time, and finances?
I'm choosing to support Agent of Hope because of the far reach. I just think about the fact that I am not able to be in every geographical location because I'm just one person. However, having this medium to be able to share the broader mission, to offer hope, and to offer people some form of hope that they can come to the actualization that life means more than what we see and what is happening around us. So that's what I thought about. And if I can be a part of such a great initiative in helping to enhance and to helping to reach somebody else out there, that's exactly such a program that I want to be a part of.
Thank you, Pastor. We really appreciate your support. What benefits do you hope to see in your community through Hope Channel Canada?
Well, I hope to see individuals people realizing that, there is hope beyond this world. There is hope, in God, not just in what they see taking place around them. So in my community, I would love to hear others, because there are so many different dynamics that exist within our community. Persons are not necessarily entertaining you showing up at their door to do a visitation. And so through this medium, I see where persons can actually come to the actualization, the realization that there is much more to life. So I'm looking forward for the success in my area. I'm looking forward for all the wonderful testimonies that others will share of how Hope Channel would have transformed their lives. And also, I'm looking forward for the expansion of Hope Channel Canada. The success should bring forth expansion, and I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, Pastor Irving, and for joining us as an agent of hope. We would love to hear from you and how you have been impacted by Agents of Hope and Hope Channel Canada, so that we can continue to inspire others. Please contact us by email at agentsofhope@hopetv.ca, so that we can arrange a time to hear your story and feature your testimony in a future episode. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. In the Bible, in the book of Exodus, there is a story of how God miraculously provided daily bread for the Israelites in the form of manna from Sunday to Friday, with a double portion on Friday, for the 40 years that they were in the wilderness. God is so faithful to provide all of our needs, and He invites us to come to Him on a daily basis, not only for our physical food, but to be spiritually fed as well. There is power in what we do on a daily basis, and we can hope that you can create a space and time to learn how Jesus too can fill you with hope. Whatever your need is, Jesus can provide it, be it emotional or physical, spiritual, mental, relational, material, or otherwise. We believe that in Jesus, there is more to life, more to the cares and the struggles we face, and a true and living solution to meet your heart's deepest desires for meaning. If you have a need, we would love to pray for you and hear how we can help you together as Agents of Hope. This show and this channel cannot be possible without viewers like you. So thank you for your generous contribution and for taking your time to watch this program. Every amount matters and helps us to impact more people together. Once again, please donate online at agentsofhope.ca via debit, credit, or PayPal. Also, via check payable to Seventh-day Adventist Church in Canada at the following address: Hope Channel Canada, 1148 King Street East, Oshawa, Ontario, L1H1H8, or via phone. Please give us a call at 905-436-2374 or toll free at 1-855-446-7388. That's 1-855-4HOPE-TV.
The Bible tells us in 1 Chronicles 4:10 a short story about Jabez. It reads, Jabez called out to the God of Israel, "If only you would bless me, extend my border, let your hand be with me, and keep me from harm so that I will not experience pain." And God granted his request. There is so much richness in this small story, but we want to focus on one thing. If only you would bless me, extend my border. It is an interesting request on behalf of Jabez, and the Bible tells us that God granted him his request. It is also our prayer that as you are faithful with what God has given you, that God will continue to bless you and extend your borders, territory, influence, and opportunities. Sometimes we feel that what we have to offer doesn't have much significance. But I can assure you that every bit counts when we are working with the God of the universe, who can literally multiply what we bring to the table. If you're already an agent of hope, would you consider joining us as a monthly donor? We would love the opportunity to connect with you and see how we can partner to bring hope to our neighbors across Canada. Perhaps you would have more to give and would like to leave a legacy. And so we would be happy to connect with you and discuss plans for your surplus. Thank you again for joining us as an agent of hope. And so, Tiffany, I have a question for you. And you know, the good thing is, I like to ask questions to which I already know the answer. I presume I know the answer. Do you have a song in your heart to share with us today?
The answer is yes. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. As always, if you have any prayer requests, we'd love to hear about that and pray for you as you pray for us. So please contact us at agentsofhope@hopetv.ca. Thank you once again, and remember, together we can let Canada and the world know that in Jesus there is more to life.